Good morning. Today, we're just out for a walk in the woods along the Bay of Fundy. It's nice, it's sunny, everything's nice and green, the birds are chirping, and I'm gonna try and take some nice images. This morning, I'm at a location I've never been to before, and I was trying to find a trail map, and I was unsuccessful. So the extent of my knowledge is that we're starting in the woods. I don't know for how long. And at some point, we're gonna come out at a couple beaches and maybe some look-offs, and I think maybe even a lighthouse. So we should have a nice variety of subjects, whether in the woods, along the coast, nice beaches. But I have no real expectations. Look at this pretty rock feature. I don't think I'll be able to capture any images of that just based on the light right now, but it's worth noting for a future trip. We're saved. We've located a map. We're here. There's a cool little bog right there. And then we get to go exploring a couple beaches on the way back. And this is why I love the Bay of Fundy. So I just found an image I like and I was about to compose it, but then I got distracted by what I believe are surf scooters out there. And I just took a few minutes to photograph and video them. But now back to my intended composition, which is around here. So the tide's going out, and when the sun's shining down on the water, the rocks have a nice glisten to them because they're still wet. And then framing them up with some of these trees over here, and then some seaweed along those rocks, and the nice white dry rocks up top. I think it could be a nice composition with some nice contrast. That image is fairly nice, but I'm just gonna spin around now quickly because there's some really nice light hitting just the top of that little section of trees there. And I think with some of the nice, interesting rocks in the foreground with some waves crashing along the shore, it could be quite nice as well. Not super happy with those images. They're all right, but I think I'm gonna move along. Except these surf scooters have come a whole lot closer to shore. I think I'm certainly a lot more happy with the images of the birds and the landscapes. They certainly have quite a picturesque backdrop. But I'm gonna move on now because I want to see the rest of this trail. But it's worth noting that we're on the Bay of Fundy, so we have some pretty big tides. And I believe the tide's going out. Actually, it almost definitely is. So let's remember this rock. That one right there. It's right on the water's edge. I'm gonna do the rest of the trail. I don't know how long that'll take. And then we'll see how far the tide's gone out in the amount of time it takes for me to complete this loop. It'll probably be quite dramatic. Just got to a new vantage point, and I really like the repetition in all these trees over here. They're very straight and symmetrical, and they all have the same rocks underneath. Easy peasy, fast shutter speed, 0.002 of a second, F9 to get everything in focus, and an ISO of 640 just to make sure I get the right exposure. I think those pictures are better than the previous ones, and I hope so, because I almost broke this video camera I'm using. The screen may or may not have fallen and smacked directly on a rock. This is a pleasant surprise coming out to a pair of cormorants on that point. Two small images here caught my eye. First one being the seaweed and then the white water rushing through that little gap between two rocks. And then over here on these rocks, same thing, when a couple waves come in, sometimes there's a little bit of motion in the water. Makes for some nice color contrast, and my hair is absolutely crazy. Those pictures, they're okay. They're more of snapshots, but I'm having fun. So I'm back at the first beach where I initially saw the surf scooters and took those first couple images. And one of these rocks here, I can't remember exactly, but sort of in line with me now, was where the high water line was an hour and 32 minutes ago. And look where it is now. That's about, 15 meters. Yeah, that sounds about right. Away, so it's gone out 15 meters, and it's probably 6 feet lower than where I am now. So that's a huge difference in tides in an hour. That's why we love the Bay of Fundy. It would be perfect for a swim. Just kidding. It's like 3 degrees, but I'm warm, so it would probably feel quite refreshing. That'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think some of the images of the birds, the cormorants, and the surf scoots might be pretty good. I'm not particularly happy with the landscape images. I think they're more just like snapshots, but I think they're worth capturing anyways, and they're nice memories for me to have. So I'll see you on the next one.